Oh boy, Easter. Can't wait to talk about this. But before I do that, you gotta understand that the algorithm stinks. So I'm going to need you to do your part. Go ahead and like the video, dweeb. And for those of you that are not regulars on the channel, you could drop it whenever. So as you know, the Easter update has been officially announced to be coming to Dandy's World. This makes this the second major holiday related event. There's talks about what could be in this potential update. And while I do want to talk about that, I think it's better reserved in the future, as many YouTubers are already on that subject. I more so want to talk about what I want to see for the Easter update. Think of it as a wish list. All right, here, starting off at number 1, a new lethal. I hope this update brings in something fresh, and what better way to get people excited than for a new lethal? Currently, the only lethal in game has been Dandy, and we've all encountered him plenty of times, even to the point of overtly seeing him despite completion. Just to give you an idea, it's been 9 months since our first lethal. This was when the game was released to the public for alpha testing, and we're coming in close to the first year anniversary with no other lethals other than Dandy. I definitely would like to see a new lethal this Easter. And it doesn't even have to be Easter themed. I more so hope for it to be a permanent feature in the game, where after the event ends, you could still access something related to the update, unlike the Christmas one we had in January. Oh yeah, speaking of Christmas, this ties into my next point, and that is, I want the Easter event to be different. In case you missed the Christmas update, here, I'll summarize it for you, moron. We got a new shop, along with a decorated Christmas themed lobby, a new floor to unlock special Toons every 5th level, with 4 new Toons, brought 4 new trinkets, 4 new Twisteds, 6 new skins. In order to even get said Toons and skins, you needed to collect this special currency called ornaments, which was pretty much a grind event, not gonna lie. And therein lies in my issue, which is the grind. Now, when this event first came out, I was pretty lenient on critique since it was Dandy's World first event, and the team was still recovering from the Rocks drama. However, I did see a lot of people complain about the event and the way they went about it. Now, for the most part, I would argue it was mostly overtly positive, but it's still important to listen to the negative. For starters, the main way to obtain the new Toons, along with the new skins, required you to collect a new currency, which to some made it uneventful and just a grind fest. I personally didn't really think the grind was that bad, but people's tolerance is different, and I know some of my friends who didn't even bother to get all the Toons or skins. It didn't even help that some of the trinkets that came with the Christmas Toons ended up being, well, for the most part, useless or uneventful. I would hope that for this upcoming update that we would get the reverse of that. Useful trinkets along with a different way of going about this event. My idea of what I wish to happen is pretty much how Tower Heroes makes their contract events, since Quell used to be a contributor there. If you don't know about the contract system, here, let me explain it. The contract system is where you are given special and individual tasks to complete, where each task you complete, you are given a reward. Completing a set of tasks yields an even greater reward, each one being different, say by activating a special event to kill a certain NPC, RNG, scavenger hunts, and sometimes minigames. For this Easter, I definitely would like it to be something akin of that, where each egg you need has to be obtained from what I described prior, as opposed to the same grind event we had at Christmas. This definitely would spice things up by a lot and would make it very different and even eventful. Oh, and don't forget to make the trinkets useful. Even if this event somehow ends up being the same, I'm still going to be lenient. I would hope the next time, though, we get something similar to what I described. Or even if they could think of something better, then by all means, I welcome it. Even you, dweeb, you can leave some of your ideas in the comment section below. This should go without saying, but I would like to see even more special gimmicks related to the new Twisteds. And this is my third idea. So during the Christmas event, there were 2 Twisteds in particular that were special, that being Cole and Babette. Cole had this gimmick where she would act much like Pebble depending on the floor. If all was normal, then Quell wouldn't really be a problem, like at all. But if the floor was a blackout, then this Twisted became a lot more dangerous due to its increase in speed and detection. While Pebble is more dangerous no matter the floor, I really did like this Twisted's gimmick and hope to see more of that in the incoming update. Perhaps a new hazard event to go along with the Twisted that is more activated during said special hazard. I mean, that would be really nice. Imagine getting a new hazard instead of the usual blackout. Oh, then there's Babette, who, while traversing was pretty slow. It would suddenly become activated and have a major increase in speed once you picked up an item within its audible range. I think a great twisted would be to have one that worked in a similar aggravated state, but worked completely different. Since it's Easter, it's synonymous with springtime, so I think it would be cool to have a twisted that when, upon hearing you pick up an item, it traps you in, say, this coil of vines. Of course, while in this trap, you can't be hurt by that twisted in particular, but it does make you vulnerable to other twisteds. In order to escape, you would have to have your fellow Toons break you free by button mashing, or you could do this yourself, but it would take a lot longer. Either way, it doesn't have to be those exact ideas. I just want to see more special Toons like Bobette and Cole. If they end up creating even better ideas, I welcome it. Now, that's really it, as I think adding anything extra like revamps, game modes, and such should really be reserved for regular non-holiday updates, because adding everything into a holiday event is a little too much. So yeah, let me know what you think to hope for in this up-and-coming holiday. And with that, I'm going to be calling it here. Goodbye. Goodbye.